Hi, welcome to A Course in Miracles lesson 19. We're going to start out on page 28 in the beginning of the book, in the text. I am here only to be truly helpful. I am here to represent Him who sent me. I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do, because He who sent me will direct me. I am content to be wherever He wishes, knowing He goes there with me. I will be healed as I let Him teach me to heal. Lesson 19. I am not alone in experiencing... this is on page 30. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. The idea for today is obviously the reason why you're seeing does not affect you alone. You will notice that at times the ideas related to thinking precede those related to perceiving, while at other times the order is reversed. The reason is that the order does not matter. Thinking and its results are really simultaneous, for cause and effect are never separate. Today, we are again emphasizing the fact that minds are joined. This is rarely a wholly welcome idea at first, since it seems to carry with it an enormous sense of responsibility and may even be regarded as an invasion of privacy. Yet it is a fact that there are no private thoughts. Despite your initial resistance to this idea, you will yet understand that it must be true if salvation is possible at all. And salvation must be possible because it's the will of God. The minute or so of mind searching which today's exercises require is to be undertaken with eyes closed. The idea for today is to be repeated first, and then in the mind should be carefully searched for the thoughts it contained at that time. As you consider each one, name it in terms of the central person or theme it contains, and holding it in your mind as you do say, I am not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about the requirement of as much discriminateness as possible is selecting subjects for the practice periods should be quite familiar to you by now, and will no longer be repeated each day, although it will occasionally be included as a reminder. Do not forget, however, that random selections of subjects for all practice periods remain essential throughout. Lack of order in this connection will ultimately make the recognition of lack of order in miracles meaningful to you. Apart from the as-needed application of today's idea, at least 3 practice periods are required, shortening the length of time involved if necessary. Do not attempt more than 4. So, this is really talking about how our minds are joined. that's why it's really just important to worry about me, because when I am worried, it's more difficult to go outside in this seeming world and try to make you change your mind than it is for me to leave it up to the Holy Spirit to guide you and work on me, because your mind is joined with me. And as the other people in this, and if you're watching this right now, you're laying the foundation. Right now, us Course in Miracles students in this day and age are the foundation layers. Someday this will be more popular. Someday, the other people, there'll be more people that'll be ready to work on doing A Course in Miracles. But right now, there's fewer of us than it's not a popular thing, you know, and it's really not about being popular, you know. A lot of people like the Course in Miracles because it sounds beautiful, but the actual idea of it is difficult. It's difficult, but it is the fastest way. And I like the idea that if I work on myself, that I feel like it will help raise the consciousness of every one of us. Okay? If I just work on my forgiveness lessons, it'll help raise the consciousness of everybody, because all of our minds are joined. We are one mind. Okay? When you read A Course in Miracles, it sounds like he's talking specifically to you, me, the body, Mandy Martinez, or you, the body, whatever your name is, Joe, or George, or Anne, okay? But Jesus is not talking to Anne or Joe or George or Mandy Martinez. Jesus is actually talking to our mind. He's talking to our mind. And I'm not talking about the brain. I'm talking about the non-spatial mind. Okay? We can't say it's over here, over there, over here. The mind is what actually thinks. Okay? Our thoughts are in the mind. Our true thoughts. The true thoughts that we have with God. Okay? The thoughts that we have with the ego, you know, those thoughts, excuse me, those are different. It says that those thoughts are not even real, you know? So what we're working towards here is helping ourselves, but we also, I feel like, you know, I read some Gary Renard, and in the books, his Ascended Masters talk about if enough people start working on forgiveness, all the stuff that they have said is going to happen, because they give predictions for the future, is either going to not happen at all, or they're going to happen at a lesser to a degree, or, you know, because it takes a certain amount of people helping to raise the consciousness of the world, you know. So I mean, I want to focus on doing this for myself, because I go out and I do it for this. I'm really doing it for for all these people out here. Those people aren't even real. You know? And I'm making duality again. But in a sense, our minds are connected. So all of this, you know, I'm doing it for all of us, and I'm doing it for just me. You see? All right, so it takes a while to grasp this stuff and to really, you know, sometimes I'm not kidding. Some days I struggle. Some days I struggle, and I have to go to the Holy Spirit time and time again. Sometimes I fall short, you know, and you just got to pick yourself up and dust yourself off. A lot of times what ends up happening, and I find out, oh, maybe I've heard this from another sister, another program, hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Sometimes I'm feeling sorry for myself already, or I'm hungry. You know, sometimes I check to see if I'm hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. And then a lot of times, I learned in the other program too, acceptance is the answer to all of my problems today. And so a lot of times I ask myself, okay. I really don't like what's going on. And I know Ken Wapnick talks a lot about accepting the situation when it happens, okay, as it is. So what I do is I try to find out what I'm not accepting. What am I not accepting here? What am I making real? Sometimes I have to accept that my tire is popped, and I just have to do the next right thing. So, all right. So, I'm going to end with that. I appreciate you joining me. Thank you. Anyway, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And have a great day.